Good morning, folks. John Adamson with Rehab and Documentation Guru. Almost, almost forgot. Yes, what third video in to the after change back to my original channel title. So I'm working on this case recently with case management to appeal a decision to deny a service. Just a recap, I work for a company that helps patients get a very specific kind of surgery. It's an orthopedic surgery. And so it's not a traditional physical therapy role, but my background in PT makes me well equipped for this job. In fact, a lot of my colleagues in this company are PTs or PTAs by background. I mean, there's some other mixes too, but I am one of two people in the clinical department. We're both PTs. And in this particular case, the case manager who's trying to get the authorization is also a PT. And a fairly decent appeal letter writer himself. So this surgery has generally, according to all the insurers out there, policy requirements. So if you have a patient who fits the criteria on all of the policy markers for that particular surgery, then you can say that they are on policy. And more to the point, when it comes to documentation, that the medical necessity for the intervention has been established if they're on all policy points. So there was a patient who met all policy points and was denied the service, even though the policy stated that the patient has to have these criteria. The documentation included all that criteria. And I wrote, well, I should say I edited and supplied extra information, what I believe to be a totally kick butt appeal letter. This was the second level appeal. And we're basically third stage of a submission. So you had the initial submission of the prior authorization. You had an initial denial. We appealed that. It went to third stage or second level appeal, and that was denied. And then that's it. That's all the insurance is giving on this case. But I wrote, or I helped edit, like I said, and add to strengthen a really kick butt appeal letter, showing how all of the coverage criteria had been met, showed a lot of evidence-based research that this was a safe and effective treatment for this patient's problems, and even brought in the issue of ethics. That to deny this case was was a going against the issue of non-maleficence. And if you've taken my ethics course, you've heard that term before, or I mean, other people talk about it too. So anyway, sometimes your documentation's not enough. My boss at my current, well, one of my bosses at my current job, I love her. She's great. There's not many people that scare me with their level of intelligence because I think I'm a pretty smart guy. She's pretty scary smart, but I absolutely love her. And she, we were talking about a denial a while back that had happened, and I said, Aaron, I don't understand. We've really shown from a logical standpoint that this is irrefutable, and she said something to the effect that, well, sometimes the reviewers are not logical. So, and that's going to happen to you in the therapy world. You're going to have services that are clearly shown as being medically necessary. You've made a good logical argument for it, and yet still you're going to be denied. And it's the unfortunate reality. We have imperfect people reviewing our claims, and they will sometimes not engage the mind when they're making the decision to pay or not pay. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I hope you're doing well. I've started recording my ethics and jurisprudence course for Georgia. About 1/7 of the way through recording. It's only going to get harder though, because I'm starting with the ethics part, which is far more interesting to me than the law part, which is the application of ethics, which I'm fine with. But when you're reading laws, and you're going over laws, and you're parsing laws, it can be incredibly annoying and tedious. And I'll be getting into that in my recording. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Take care. God bless.